Okay, so now in this example, we're going to find the mass of a disk that has a radius of 4 and a density function of square root of x. So again, the way I wrote the problem, let rho of x equal to square root of x represent the radial density function of a disk. Calculate the mass of a disk that is radius of 4. So now all we have to do is again apply what we derived. So we know that in this situation the mass is going to be equal to the integral from 0 to r of what? 2 pi x rho of x dx. And so now all we're going to do is now put in what we know. So this is going to go from 0 to 4. And it's going to be 2 pi. And x, right? And then rho of x is square root of x dx. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the 2 pi. So 0 to 4. And now I'm just going to combine these two, and this is just going to become what? X to the 3 halves dx, right? And so now if I integrate, now I'm going to increase the power and divide. So this is, again, easy integration. So I'm going to get 2 pi, and this is going to be 5 halves, right? So it'll be 2/5 x to the 5 halves, evaluated from 0 to 4, right? So far so good. And now, again, I'm going to simplify this. So this is going to be 4/5 pi, or 4 pi over 5. And it's going to be, what? I'm going to evaluate it at 4, so it's going to be 4 to the 5 halves minus 0 to the 5 halves, which is just 0. So this is going to end up being equal to, well, what? So this is going to be 2 to the 5th, right? Because 4 to the 1/2 power is square root of 4, so that's 2. 2 to the 5th is 32. So this is going to be 4 pi over 5 times 32. Okay? And so this becomes what? 128 over, or well, let's do it. 128 pi over 5. And let me just check. And yep, that's correct. And that's it. Okay, let's give you guys one to work on. And again, practice. Let me know if you have any questions. So I'm not going to write out the whole problem, but I'm going to give you the important information. So let's say the density function in this case is, 3x plus 2. And let's say this represents the radial density. And we want to calculate the mass of a disk when the radius is 2. So go ahead and work that one out. And again, leave it as an exact answer. Don't you put it in your calculator, and then make sure you simplify it completely. See you next time.